Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a festive holiday look featuring Fenty Beauty. So if you want to see what I got from Fenty and how I apply it, then please stay tuned. So I have already applied my foundation, concealer, and stuff like that. I do not have the Fenty foundation. Y'all know it sold out in 30 seconds. By the time I made it to Sephora, they were all gone. And Rihanna hasn't stocked in 26 years, so oh well on that. I did get a sample of the foundation, and from what I got out of the sample, it was just okay. I don't think I would have purchased it anyway, but oh well. But I do have some things from Fenty, and I'm going to feature them in this video for the eyeshadow. Well, not the eyeshadow, but I have the Matchstick Trio. I think I got it in the color medium or tan. I can't remember, but I'll put it down below. But I do have the Matchstick Trio. I have two of the highlighters, and I got this a while ago, so everything's kind of dirty, but I have two of the highlighters, the one in Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule, and I also have the one in Mean Money and Hustler Baby. So I have and then I also have the Stunna Lip Paint in, I think it's called Uncensored. So these are the things that I'm going to feature in the look as I create an eyeshadow look, because originally Rihanna did not come out with any eyeshadows, but I do like to kind of use these universally. So I'm not really sure what kind of look I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of do whatever comes to mind. So let's get into it. I have already primed my eyes. I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. I got it at Walgreens. I think it was like $4.99. So I've already applied that all over my lid. Excuse me. Alright, so like I said, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to start with I Owe You by Colourpop. Looks like this. And I'm just going to apply that back and forth in my crease. And actually, I think I'm going to make this a speed tutorial and just do a voiceover, because sometimes I get long-winded and I know y'all don't want to be held. So I'm just taking this blending brush from Wet n Wild and using windshield wiper motions and just blending this transition shade back and forth. Now I'm going to take another shade. This is Top Notch, also from Colourpop, and I'm going to apply this with the same brush, just slightly under the other color. I'm using the same windshield wiper motions here and just blending those two shades together. The point here is so that you don't see where one shade starts and the other one stops. Now I'm using another Colourpop shadow. This is Paper Tiger. This is going to go right on my brow bone. And this shade, it looks very yellow in the pan, but it's actually not that bright, so I really like it under the brow for something natural. So I'm just going to give y'all a heads up. This look requires a lot of blending, and there's going to be a lot of back and forth. I'm doing a halo eye, so it requires quite a bit. I'm taking this shade in Cloud 9, also from, you guessed it, Colourpop. And I'm using a smaller blending brush and applying that on my eyelid, but on the front or the inside and the outer corners of my eyelid. I'm leaving the middle blank. And this is just a brush that I got in my Ipsy bag. I'm not 100% of the brand, but I absolutely love it. This is one of my favorite brushes. So I'm just going back and forth and just adding as much color as I desire. And here's the infamous Wet n Wild blending brush. It's also one of my favorites. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of back and forth with this, so just make sure you keep your brushes nearby. And I don't clean mine off. I don't add any extra product. I just leave what's on there and work with it. Now I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Rum. This is meant to be a highlighter. Well, they're all universal, but I'm going to use this on my eyelid. It is beautiful on the eyelid, so I'm using it just in the center here, just to add a pop of color. You can use a brush if you like, but I'm just going to go in and blend this out with my finger. Be sure not to cover up the work that we've already done
on the inner and outer portion of the lid if you need to. And as you can see in a few minutes, I'm going to go back in with my Ipsy brush and just make sure everything is seamless. So like I said, it's a lot of back and forth, but do what you got to do to make it work, girl. Now I'm using the Fenty Eyeliner Duo. This is Moscow Mule and Ginger Binge. I'm not 100% sure which one I'm using here, but it's the one that's more shimmery or has a little bit more glitter. I'm just going to tap this just over the highlighter that we just added, and I'm not using a whole lot. Now I'm going to go in with the other duo. This is Mean Money and Hustler Baby, and I'm just going to apply the more shimmery one just to my inner corner. This is just going to add a little pop of, you know, a little pop of shine here. Make it a little cute.
So this is pretty much the final look. I'll zoom in a minute just so you can see. But I'm going to add eyeliner. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Perversion, I think. Yeah, Perversion. I'm going to add this just a little bit. This is my Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner. I've been using this for probably 10 years. Not really, but I've been using this a long time. So I'm going to line my top, do my wing liner with that. And then I'm going to add lashes. These are the LA Colors Dramata Lash, and this is in Dainty, I think. This might be, let me see if this is a stacked pair. I get these lashes at Family Dollar, and I actually really like them. Oh, this is just a single pair. But they're only $1, and sometimes I stack them, and they just look so pretty and full. So get your dollar lashes at Family Dollar. But yeah, I'm going to add these, so I'll be right back.
Now I'm adding Top Notch under my on my lower eyelid. I'm using a smaller brush that also came from an Ipsy bag. I think it's a Luxy Beauty brush, and I'm just applying that right to my lower lid. I'm not applying the other colors, which some people do, but that's enough. Now I'm just going to go in with mascara and finish up the face. Now I'm going to go in with the contour portion of the Matchstick Trio, and I'm going to use this to contour. This is okay as a contour, but definitely not my favorite. These are a little bit on the drier side, which makes them harder to work with. I'm going in with another Wet n Wild brush, and I'm just going to blend out this contour. Normally I would blend it out with my beauty blender, but I didn't have it on hand, so I'm just adding a little water to this and making it work. So you may notice that this is quite difficult to blend. It blended a little better on that side, but this side sure gave me a little trouble. Like I said, these are a little bit on the drier side, so you gotta act quickly with these, and you definitely have to do a lot more blending than you would with the normal cream contour. So this is just my normal face routine. I'm just going to speed through this and not give any explanation. I've done this 1,000 times. If you have questions, leave comments below. But this is just the same thing that I do every day. All of the products that I use will be listed below for reference. Now I'm going back with this highlighter duo and using the less shimmery color as a blush. This makes a beautiful blush, and I absolutely love it. If you can see, it's just a little subtle, and it adds to the highlight. Once you put the highlight on, it goes so beautifully. So now I'm going in with Mean Money and Hustler Baby. As you can see, one side is just about gone, and I just got this like 2 or 3 months ago, so whatever. But I'm using these as my highlight.
So now the moment you've been waiting for. I really didn't think I was gonna like this lipstick, but actually I really like it. This is probably one of the brightest reds that I own. The other reds that I usually wear are like a little bit deeper, but this is pretty good. It's supposed to be a universal color, so it works for any skin tone, but I actually like this. This is in the shade Uncensored, and I do hope that Rihanna comes out with many more of these. I like the wear as far as the feel of the lipstick, but it feels more comfortable on the lips, and because it's more comfortable on the lips, it does transfer. So it's not super matte. It's pretty matte, but it's not super matte like the Colourpops, or what else is super matte? Like Lena Lashes is really matte. There's some other brands out there, but they're not. This is not like that. It does transfer, so you have to be very careful and really particular when you apply it. And I do also like the applicator. So I just kind of take the applicator out and brush off the excess because it can be kind of runny in the beginning. So I just do my top lip or bottom lip, it doesn't matter, but I usually just do one lip and then dip it back in there, brush off the excess, and then do the other lip. This is the final look. I will insert pictures as well just so you can see. I know it looks kind of bright in the viewfinder, so hopefully the quality comes out fine and I don't have to worry about that, and I'm just rambling. But